Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Bosch BBH3280GB cordless vacuum cleaner. And what I want to do today is to show you around the vacuum some of the features and benefits that it offers. Just before I start, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up. So this is part of Bosch's Flexxo range of cordless vacuums. They've got quite a few different ranges of vacuums, things like the Athlet, Unlimited, but the Flexxo is a range we actually do really well with. The main advantage of Flexxo is that they are 2-in-1 vacuums, so as well as using it as a normal vacuum, a normal upright vacuum I should say, you can actually use it as a handheld as well. Now a lot of people like that concept, mainly because it's quite light. The overall vacuum, you're looking at just over 3 kilograms, so there's not a lot of weight to it. So if you do stuff with your hands, or if you want something lightweight, this is certainly one to consider. But as far as the handheld part, while I've got this, then you've got the on and off button on the front here, or switch. So you've just got one power level on there. You have got the battery status indicator. I'll just show you that. So you see that all it is just a standard light, and then when it needs charging it will normally just start flashing just to indicate that it needs to be put on charge. To empty the bin, it is really easy. All you need to do is just press the button here. That's it. So that comes up like that. Then you've got the filters inside. Now this one, because we've had this in for a couple of weeks, and it has been demonstrated, because that's something I'm quite proud of in a showroom, that when you come in, if you want to see a vacuum cleaner, if you want to see one of the cordless ones especially, then just come and have a go. You know, we'd much rather use them. You know, the idea is that you can compare the different models. Not many companies will offer that kind of service, I suppose it's something that, especially if you're going to go and buy them online, you can't go and compare different models together. But when it comes to the filters, as you can see, this has been used, so it's a bit dirty in here. The bin's really easy to take out and to clean it. Personally, once you've taken the filter out, just go and give that a quick rinse under water. Make sure they're fully dry, and the same as the filters. Make sure everything's dry before you put it back together. The capacity on this one is 0.4 litres, so it's not the biggest on the market, but it's certainly not the smallest. Capacity of any cordless vacuum or any vacuum cleaner is something I try and talk about with customers, because what you don't want to be doing is to go for one with a tiny capacity bin, and then you find that you're forever emptying it while you're trying to do the vacuuming. The filters you've got at the top here, so once you've taken that out, then the filter itself just pulls out there. It's actually a 2-part filter, so you've got the foam on the inside there. Again, all of this you can take out, just give it a quick rinse, and then once it's fully dry, then you just put this back in. Something I do recommend is to buy a spare set of filters. What I'll do is I'll try and find a link and pop it below for if you wanted to buy some of the filters when you buy the vacuum. I know some of you are thinking, well, why do I need to buy them now when you buy it? But the reason I say that is that because when you wash the filters, you need to leave them for ideally about 24 hours before you can start using the vacuum again. And if you wash the filters, that means that the vacuum is out of action for a day. So the advantage if you buy a spare set of filters is that you can give them a good wash, make sure they're completely and utterly dry, and then put the spare set of filters in the vacuum, so you're not without the vacuum for any time. Once you're finished with that, then this just connects back together like that, and then the handheld part will drop back in and connects on like that. At the very top of the vacuum, you've got the on and off switch. Now you've got a couple of different power levels. I'll just show you that. So hopefully you could hear the difference. Now the main advantage of having 2 different power levels is the runtime of the vacuum. On this one you've got a maximum runtime of up to 55 minutes. So in theory you could vacuum for around an hour and not have to worry about having to charge it. Clearly that will depend on the level that you've got it on. If you put it on the higher level, then you're not going to achieve 55 minutes. I would estimate you get around 20-25 minutes. And also it depends on the surface that you're vacuuming on. If you were going to vacuum on hard floors, say a laminate floor, then there is a good chance you should get that sort of time. If you were going to vacuum on deeper piled carpets, again, that can reduce the time as well. Something to point out is that you do have a light at the bottom. So if one of your things is to vacuum in the dark, if that's something you enjoy doing, then this could be the vacuum for you. On a lot of cordless vacuums, a lot of manufacturers will provide accessories to go with it, but what you normally need to do is to put them on a separate wall bracket or store them elsewhere, and that can be really frustrating. But what Bosch have done with this model is that they've put them on the back here, and you've got the different options. First of all, you've got the crevice tool. Now what these do is they will actually attach onto the handheld part. So just show you this. So this is the, first of all, that will just pop onto the end there. So you've got a nice thin crevice tool. That can be really good for getting down, say, the side of sofas. And the next one it comes with is this brush. So this is actually a 2-in-1 brush. This is a furniture brush and an upholstery nozzle. So you've got the 2-in-1 brush there. And again, I'm really glad that Bosch do these kind of things. It just saves on the storage and also the weight on the vacuum, because clearly there is an additional weight to put in these in. But these just store on the vacuum at the back. I'll just show you. So that just pops in like that, just clips in. So you've got the brushes at the back here. And then when you want to take it out, it's just a nice simple press the button and then pull that off. Now these are actually the generation 2 of the flexxo range. It says it on the front there. I will be completely honest that on the generation 1, the buttons on here were quite stiff, and that's one comment that we did make to Bosch, and in the end they did update this. So they just pop in, put it in the right way. So the tools just go in there like that, and then that just pops in and it's stored within the vacuum. I love this design. Being a cordless vacuum, clearly at some point you're going to need to recharge it. Now it does come with a standard charger. I suppose it's similar to just any standard plug-in-the-wall charger. And on this model, you just have a look, and at the back here, that just plugs in there like that. I suppose for most part, leave it for probably around 2 to 3 hours, and you should be able to get a full charge from it. Also something to point out is that it is a freestanding vacuum. And again, a lot of you are thinking, well, it's a cordless vacuum, it should freestand. But have a look at some of the other cordless vacuums on the market within this sort of price range. Not necessarily from Bosch, but there's quite a few other manufacturers that you'd be surprised how many cordless vacuums are not freestanding. And they either need to be put onto a wall bracket, or some of them will fold in half to store away. So it's something I'll point out, and again I'll try and mention to customers, because a lot of people just want a freestanding cordless vacuum like that. When it comes to the brush at the bottom, you can take it out. All you need to do is just to pull that out. You've got the brush bar here. Now that's nice and easy to, as I just showed you, nice and easy to take out. You have got a thin slot either side here, so you've got one either side, and that's really designed so that if you've got hairs wrapped around it, then you can just pop a knife along here or a pair of scissors and just take the hair out. So it just makes life a lot easier for you. And then when you're finished, that just pops in like that. If you're thinking of buying one of these models, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Bosch BBH3280GB cordless vacuum cleaner. Please give us a thumbs up, click subscribe on my YouTube channel, leave any comments below. Now I know I've not done different demonstrations and there's a whole lot more I could have done, but all I want to do was to give you a brief overview of the vacuum with some of the features and benefits that it offers. If you have got any questions on the vacuum, clearly I've got this on display, we demonstrate it, then if you've got any questions just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Also, if you have got one of these, not necessarily this model, if you got one of the bosch-flexxo cordless vacuums, and let me know what you think about it, because I do always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.